Guys, it is Michelle, and I got quite a bit of a haul here. Some of these may be Christmas gifts for people at some point, or birthday gifts. I don't know. Some of them I haven't decided because the birthday and Christmas is like really close, so we will see. But I got some really cool goodies, and I'm very excited with some of the finds. So I know I was supposed to film actually on Friday, but I lost track of time, and by the time I had a chance to film, it was super late, and I didn't want to end up filming too late for you guys. So that's why we're filming today. So I have a little bit of some red wine. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I've purchased, and we're going to take it from there. So first place we went to was Barnes & Noble. And no books. I found some really awesome Funko Pops. Two of them, I believe, I think they're cute. But I don't think I'm going to keep them because my friend loves the show, so we will see. So the first things that I picked up were from that show. It's a Netflix original called Big Mouth. Hi, how are you? No, but I did get some new hosiery, which I'll show you at, later on in the video. So like I said, these are probably going to go to my friend because she adores this. So these are the Hormone Monster and the Hormone Monstress from the show Big Mouth. She was having a hard time finding them. I found them at Barnes & Noble. I don't know if I'm going to hang on to them for Christmas or hang on to them for her birthday. Probably Christmas because we're so close at this point. So they're kind of cute. I mean, he's kind of creepy. The show, I've seen some of it. It's funny, but it is pretty vulgar. So these are the Hormone Monsters from that show. They're kind of cute. I kind of wish they would have done the female one a little bit differently, though. I don't know, she looks kind of mean. I guess they both kind of look mean, but, you know, it is what it is. They're toys. They're cute. So this is the one I was most excited about. I have the Barnes & Noble exclusive Gollum. He's the clear one. So this was on the back of the box, and I've never actually found him. And then I would always like, oh, I'll get him eventually. And then I never think to look for him. I actually found him at Barnes & Noble, and I'm so excited for him. This is Treebeard. He's the very tall tree in the second and third Lord of the Rings movies. Took, it's Pippin, Took, and Mary Vanderbuck. I didn't think he was the other one, but I could be wrong. The two hobbits were like sitting on his shoulders, and then they went to battle. I think he's adorable. He's just like a old tree man. I think he's so cute. He was $14.95. He's my other bigger Funko. The other Funko Pop that I had that's a larger Funko would be Ludo from The Labyrinth. But I'm really excited that I found him. Like I said, every time I would think about it, it would just slip my mind later on. But he is so darn cute. I absolutely love him. So, I don't take them out of their boxes. He's so adorable. I don't know. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them because I have a huge collection of them now, and most of them have a place except for like, well, now there's more than that. This makes 10 that need a home. So I need to like stop buying these things. They're addictive. Once you get hooked on those things, it's extremely addictive. So, man, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so we'll just go in order of store that I went to. I guess that seems the easiest. Next, we went to Sephora. My friend's birthday just passed, so she wanted to get her birthday gift, and I needed a few items while we were out. The first thing I picked up was this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I had a little one that I've been using that's almost dead, which you'll be seeing soon. Oh, it's actually it's not that much bigger than the one that I got for my sample. But this stuff works really well for eyeshadow. So I feel like every girl on YouTube uses this or has used it at some point. I really like it. And at this point, I'm using it until I find something better. But this is like a go-to for most girls. The next thing I found was only $12. And I figured for what you're getting in the set, it was totally worth it. So this is by Tarte, a brand that I absolutely love. And this is a High Performance Naturals Clay Clinique Amazonian Clay set. So you get 3 things in there. Hi, how are you? So this is what the set looks like. You get a mascara, an Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. So that's new to me. A mascara made with clay. To be truthful, I don't know what mascara is made out of, but you get that. You get a bronzer in Park Avenue Princess, which is color I've heard tons of things about. I don't really use bronzer, so this is going to be a new adventure for me. Normally I use them as eyeshadows. I know, right? How weird. And then I got Harmony. This is their Amazonian Clay blush. I live for their blushes. I thought it was a very nice color. Looks good. I think this will go very well on my skin tone. So I figured the set for what it was totally worth the price. So I picked that up. It was like a last minute, like an impulse buy, I guess, even though it wasn't in that section where you're like going to pay in Sephora. Next, I went to TJ Maxx with my mom, and I got some cute things. This has been like a horrible year for me as far as sunglasses go. I've broken so many sunglasses this year. It's absolutely diabolical. I need to invest like I did originally. I had a beautiful pair of Versace's. They lasted me over 10 years, and I never had any problem with them. Now that I've been buying, like, not that they're low brand names, but if I've been buying them from TJ Maxx for like $9, I've been going through them like water. But I found this cute pair. These are Juicy Couture's, which are like my favorite glasses right now. I love Juicy Couture sunglasses, and they were $9. Now they're the big oversized bug glasses, but I kind of like the way they look. They look better with my hair down, obviously. But I think they're super cute. They were $9, and the way I've been going through sunglasses lately has been treacherous. So these are the pair that I'm wearing now. These are my other Juicy Couture's. They're slightly smaller. I love them. I need to get a new sunglass holder. I just keep them mostly in my... It's not an ashtray, but it's like where an ashtray would have been, because I know like in cars today, I think you actually have to like special order the ashtrays in cars, but my car doesn't have an ashtray. It just has like a little concave place where an ashtray would go. So this I've never actually seen at TJ Maxx. So this was exciting. I've been wanting to try one of these polishes for quite some time. This is a Deborah Lippmann. From what I remember, these go for about, I want to say $15 or $20 in Sephora. I haven't looked at them recently, but I'm pretty sure that it's the same brand. This one is in Let's Go Crazy. I've been dying to try, but again, to spend that kind of money on a nail polish is kind of crazy, especially if you don't know like the quality. And they never have testers when I go. They're always dried out because somebody has used them to death, which of course you're going to use it before buying it. So this is really super pretty. I might pick my nails with this tomorrow. But it's like purple with this very rainbow prism glitter in it. This was $3.99, which I thought was a great price for this product, considering what it's considered. I was thinking about doing another shoe collection video. However, my collection hasn't changed that much. There's only been a few new additions, so but we can do one now that we're getting close to the fall. I guess we can. This one was a superb find. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon. I was actually looking for the white chocolate palette because I've been seeing on Instagram that's been something that people have been finding. But I don't have this one because for a while there I was scared to use Too Faced because I thought I was allergic to it, and it turns out I'm not. So that was a absolute surprise and happiness. So this is the Chocolate Bonbon. This was $29. I know it goes for about $50. It smells like a dream. Ugh. So this is what it looks like. The colors are beautiful. I really like this color. It's called Totally Fetch. But the colors are beautiful. I like how there are a lot of neutrals. A lot of these are colors that are kind of reminiscent to the peanut butter palettes. I have both the peanut butter palettes, but this color right here called Malted up in the corner is a brown with glitter in it. There's one, I forget the name of it, in the honey palette. No, it's the peanut butter and jelly palette. I forget the name of it. It's very, very similar, and I love that color, and I don't think you can get that palette anymore. So, I'm glad that I've been obsessing over Too Faced and like Urban Decay lately. I just live for it. So, next, and well, certainly not least, I was so bad at Walmart, guys. What size do I wear in heels? It really depends on the style of the shoe. what size I wear. I'll wear anything from an 8 to a 9. I'm typically like an 8.5, but I have shoes in my collection that are as small as a 7.5, and I've had shoes in my collection as large as a 10, I think. It just depends on how they fit. So I like trying shoes on. But typically I'm about an 8.5. Sure. Let's get started. So I'm going to be practicing makeup for my Halloween costume. And I normally use micellar water to take it off, but because I'm doing a cream on the face, because I'm doing Beetlejuice, I need something that can take that crap off. So I bought these. I guess I could do a video on it, and honestly, I have a lot of friends that that do work in industries where they wear heels. So there are quite a few shows. It's not nearby. It's about a 2-hour drive for me, and they're performers and they dance and they sing and they wear heels, and I think it's cool. We used to trade shoes sometimes because the one had a similar shoe size to me, so that was fun. But yeah, I think it's cool. So this is the, compared to Garnier Refreshing Remover Towelettes, and they're pretty good. Yeah. I love heels too. But yeah, I guess I could do a video on that. I've never thought about doing one of those before, so it's a good suggestion. So yeah, so I got these to take off the Beetlejuice makeup. I plan on practicing probably tomorrow. I gotta get with my dad because I need him to help me with my car. I have an issue with my car. Okay, so next is this lovely bag of goodies. So I got this. I feel like everybody on YouTube, or all girls with into makeup, have this. This is called Airspun Loose Face Powder, original formula since 1935. Thank you. This is ancient. I've had this for like 10 years. I actually have a matching mirror that goes with it that's in this room as well. I love Playboy bunny stuff. But you really can't find it anymore. This I actually got at Spencer's years ago. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I absolutely love it. And when I originally got it, it used to be over my bed. But it's not in my room obviously anymore. So it's in here and I absolutely love it. I actually want to frame it because I don't want it to get damaged because of how old is it? 2003 is what it says on there. So that's probably pretty correct. I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Scotty? Okay, so I got this to set the face paint cream that I am going to be using. Oh my god, I have no idea this is what it's going to look like. So, very old fashioned. It's got that little powder puff thing. This is going to be a mess. I don't know if I like the way it smells. But I know a lot of girls like to set their makeup with this stuff. Ooh! I know a lot of girls use this to set their makeup. So this is going to be a trial run. Would I? That's a good question. I have dated guys that have dressed up kind of very Interviewed Vampire-esque. Because I love that gothic fashion, the overly... because it just... Guys don't dress up really that much anymore either. You know what I mean? Well, not that old world way of doing things. But I like it when a guy dresses nicely. And I did date a guy who would dress kind of like Lestat from Interview with a Vampire, like with the beautiful coats with all of the details and stuff. And the shoes did have a heel on them. Not like a stiletto, but they were, you know, like from that time era. So yeah, I have dated people like that. He was really cool, and he was very much into medieval stuff, and we did a lot of medieval, like, I don't know if you call them fairs or festivals, but that was a lot of fun. So yeah, so this is what I'm going to try to use to set that face. It's a face cream. And I know it's going to be sticky, so I don't want it to like move too much, so I'm going to try to play with this tomorrow. I know a lot of girls like using this to set their makeup. I was originally going to use just like a spray-on setting thing, but I don't think that's going to work. What's the highest heel I ever worn? I don't know if because I like wearing Kiss style shoes, like really, really high heels. I've worn some pretty crazy shoes. I know the highest I've gone was over a foot. And it's going to sound very weird with it being October and apple picking season and all that jazz. A trick I used to do, unfortunately, those babies had been retired. They broke a long time ago. I would wear my, the thick heel, really high platform, like Hot Topic-y style shoes that what you would expect from Hot Topic. They're really chunky, huge, almost like the Lolitas that Jeffrey Campbell does, but bigger and chunkier. I would wear those to go apple picking because it's going to give me a foot taller to reach apples. I know it sounds so weird, and I used to get the weirdest looks, but that's how I did to pick apples. Because I know that some people get those silly sticks to pick the apple, and like you're trying to that's no fun as far as I'm concerned. I actually did some apple picking today, and there's a lot of people that who are not locals. Not there's anything wrong with that. Trying to pick apples with these stupid stick things. I'm that's not how you pick an apple, but okay. But then again, wearing Kiss shoes that are like 3 feet tall isn't exactly something that you would do too. Yeah, I would try them anyway. I did try wearing. The problem is when you're wearing super high heels without a platform, you definitely have to try these shoes on. This isn't necessarily something that I would feel comfortable buying online, only because I did find a pair. I forgot how high they were. They were pretty high, the heel. Like a very drastic stiletto. But you really need to put your foot in there and try it out, because what my normal size would be, we'll say like 8.5, like I said, anywhere from an 8 to a 9, would not fit me in this particular shoe because of how your foot is being arched. So easily a 10, I would have said, to get my foot in there comfortably. I couldn't even get my foot into the shoe. I don't know. It could have just been the person that made the shoe, but I did struggle with that. And I was like, all right, well, this shoe ain't gonna happen. It was the same because it was such a gorgeous, sexy shoe. I loved it, but teach his own. So now, guys, oh my goodness, what a find this was! I have a whole slew of pantyhose that I scored. So I love this. So these two, I normally do not like, what's it? Gosh, I can't remember. I'm always like talking trash about it. Is it legs? No. No nonsense. No nonsense is what I typically wear. So it may be, I'm pretty sure it's actually this company. They buy like the big box. They come in like green and blue and stuff like that. And you get like 6 pairs in there. They're like garbage. But the Silken Mist and the Sheer Energies are really, really awesome. And I love them. So whenever I can score them on clearance, I try to. I'm not sure how they're going to fit because I think I need an A. Because the B's that I've been buying are, they're not staying up. But they rang up $1 a piece. Now, they were marked $3.50, but they rang up $1 a piece. So for that, I'll just give it a go. If they don't fit perfectly, that's okay. But I'm pretty sure I need an A. But I got, I think they're all control top. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really care because for $1, these things run about $5 each, so I was so stoked. So I got this Sheer Energy. It's medium support leg. This is in suntan. Then I'm just going to plop them in this other bag. This one is in Misty Taupe, and they say, I think they're all, no, not all of them. This one has a wicking Cool Comfort panty and leg. It's got this on there. This is new to me. I've never tried that before. So that's going to be interesting. This is in Misty Taupe. And this one's also control top, but it's the Silky Mist. And these are, I really like these. I don't think I've ever used the taupe. Oh, I've never used this color before. Misty Taupe. Look nice, actually. But they're very thin, as you can see. Watch out my nail. But I like these. They're very nice. They fit really nicely on. But I've never tried this Misty Taupe, so I'm really excited for that. Sheerleg Wicking Cool Comfort from waist to toe. I don't know what that means. I guess it means like if you sweat. So, I don't know. I guess if it means if you sweat, it wicks away. I guess it's like, what's that stuff called? Something armor. It's something like that. I don't know. So that's new. But they're $1, so I'll get my use out of them. I got every one that they had in my size. This is another one. It's the same thing in Misty Taupe. This is another Misty Taupe. Wow, I think the majority of these are the Silken Mist Misty Taupes. But they're not all the wicking. This one isn't a wick. Close. So how are we almost out of battery already? Sorry, guys. So we'll try to, you know, I didn't realize that my battery, I just charged this phone. But anyway, so this one is a non-wick. The other ones are all wicks, and they're all Misty Taupes. Apparently nobody likes Misty Taupes, but we'll give her a whirl. So, and then the last two I have in here. These are Sheer Energies, and these are in Suntan. I know a lot of you guys have requested Suntan, and the Suntans that I bought were horrific. It was that horrible one. These ones are a little thicker. And this is, I don't know if I like that top, but we'll make it work. The Suntan is nice. They are nice. I typically go with the nude. I do like the blacks too. I don't wear them as often because I tend to like the nudie colored ones. But I do like I love the way the black ones look. I've seen a few women, because I do know a few girls that wear them as well, and they pull off the black so beautifully. Me, I feel like, I don't know. It's not that I shy away from it. I just like the nude ones more. I bought a pair of whites, and I don't know. I tried figuring out how to work an outfit around it without looking nursey. As I spill wine on me. That's precious. Oh well, it happens. But yeah, and I got some really, now that we're coming into fall. Oh, thank you. Now that we're coming into fall, I have some beautiful tights that look great with some of my sweater dresses and stuff like that. So I'm a summer girl, as you guys know, but the only thing I hate, the reason why I'm not crazy about fall is because it brings winter, and I hate winter. And they're calling for a really snowy winter. I would prefer cold over snow, to be truthful with you. And I'm not happy about it because where I live, to get anywhere you have to drive. It's not like I can just walk to my job or to get like an Uber or taxi or whatever. It's not like that. And the roads are pretty treacherous. Some roads, like even in good weather, I wouldn't go on like in rain. So it's it bothers me, but it is what it is. I need to get, maybe I need to move to an area that's whatchamacallit, doesn't get snow. But most of the areas that don't get snow get really. I know somebody who has family in Texas, and they say like it's the opposite season. Like they hate the summers there because like you're constantly cooling because it gets over 100. And I mean, I guess you know, yin and yang, I guess it really doesn't matter. There's good and bad wherever you live. But fall, I do love the fashion around it. I keep pushing my leg up. Yes, I've heard that about those areas, and I love summer, but I guess because that's what I mean, like an area that the summers are, I guess, enjoyable. But I'm also in an area where it's super cold and rainy and wet, and like winter doesn't let up. Like when they talk about seasons, it's like, oh, you get 3 months of each season. We get like 6 months of winter, and I'm not exaggerating. It stinks. So you get 6 months of winter, and then you really have to enjoy the little bit of time you have. But even in that, the spring and the fall are typically extremely rainy. So you'll have like a very small window of enjoyable, but you know, can't complain, I guess. Where was I going with this? But yeah, I do love the fashion of fall. I love because I love warm jewel tones, as you guys know, like the royal, like oxbloods and deep purples. No, I like the fashion too. Um, but like I live in an area where like your jacket becomes part of your outfit. I have lots of jackets where that's not the norm where I live. Like I said, I've spoken about it before. A lot of them really aren't into fashion. I'm kind of the oddball here. I'm kind of like the crazy lady here. Just without like 15 million cats. I'm a different type of crazy lady, I guess. Um, because I do like to put myself together a certain way, and I do like to, I like fashion. It's always, even as a child, that was something I loved. Like, I was never into baby dolls. I lived for Barbie. I still have Barbies. There's actually some in here. I've always loved Barbie. I always loved fashion. I actually would make clothes for my Barbies. Like my mom would have scraps, or she would have just really beat up like tops or something, but they had pretty patterns. So instead of throwing them out, I would take them and I would just, make little dresses out of them or little robes and stuff like that. I really enjoyed doing that, and I made a lot of my clothing or decorated a lot of my clothing in high school. It was just something I always loved to do. I wanted to get into the fashion industry, but my mom thought that that wasn't a smart career path. It wasn't smart to go to school for that, and she talked me into going on a different career path, and I went for it, but I can't get a job in that field. So it happens. I know a lot of people like that though. I made salsa earlier, and there is a jalapeno seed like in the back of my throat, and it's burning. It's like, oh, that stinks. Delicious, but it stinks. And I've been like trying to perfect that recipe, to be truthful to you, because I don't mind the jarred ones, but I prefer the fresh ones better. But every time I make mine, the tomatoes are too watery, so I try straining them and all that crap. I will figure it out eventually, because they don't explain that in at least the recipes I have on how not to make them so watery. The first time I did it was like a pool of tomato water. I will get there. I will perfect the salsa recipe. Eventually. But the one I made wasn't bad. I think I made it a little too spicy though. At least for Joe. I love spicy though. I have a friend of mine from work grew peppers, and I have habaneros, I have red chilies, I have the jalapenos I got from him I put in here, and I think that they're actually hotter than the ones you find in the store. There's a little bit more bite. I love it. Joey doesn't like spice though, so he didn't enjoy it as much as I did. But the habaneros I've had habaneros before, and they have a really nice taste. I bought them in the store before, but these little demons are so hot. I cut off like a very small bit. A tiny bit, because I didn't know what I was. I with homegrown things, I do know that it can be spicier. So I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I didn't just want to blindly cut this thing up and then plop it in and, see if we live. So I just took up an itty bitty bit of this one habanero, and whoo, baby, she was fiery. She was a fiery little girl. It's definitely something that, not for the weak of heart. I bet they do grow good in that area. I tried growing. It has to be 2 years now. I had seeds for Carolina Reapers, and I think it's called the Trinidad Scorpion. They're supposed to be some of the hottest peppers on the planet. Now that could have changed since I bought those seeds, because I feel like there's always a new hotter pepper. It comes to a point where how hot are you going to go? Like, it comes to a point where there's not even flavor anymore, and I think that these peppers were like that. But I'm pretty sure it was the Trinidad Scorpion one that it's not that I don't have a green thumb. I'm okay with plants. This thing, I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I felt like the plant was crystal. Like, it would get this crystal, almost like sugar crystals is the way for me to describe it. I don't know if it's just that the thing is that hot. Like, it didn't really come with instructions on how to grow it. I mean, I figured you plant the seeds, you nurse your plant, there's got to be a trick to it because that plant crystallized. And because I was so concerned with that one, I do wear leggings, yes, on occasion. Depends on the outfit, though. But yeah, the scorpions were crystallizing the plant, and I know that the people like have to sign waivers with eating these silly things. And I actually do enjoy the flavor of the peppers, not just the heat. I mean, I love that heat. Actually, after eating that salsa, and like I said, it was just, and there was a hybrid habanero in there that's not hot, but it's got this beautiful, like floral flavor to it, which was really nice. But it's not hot. Like it's milder than a jalapeno. It was white. I've never seen one before, but I figured I'd try it. It was delicious, and I put that in there too. But like my mouth and even my nose was burning, and like I blew my nose later on, and like everything burnt. It was like, oh my god, but it was so worth it. I love it. And jalapeno poppers is like one of my guilty pleasures. I live for those, and it's got to be the cheddar cheese ones. I'm not a big fan of the cream cheese filled ones. I'm lactose intolerant. I think we've talked about this previously. So not that the cheddar cheese, although the sharp cheddars don't bother me. And I think they say that the sharper the cheese, like, cause it has less lactose in it, it's good for people who are lactose intolerant. However, like cream cheese or ricotta or cottage cheese, like I would rather die because the end results are not pretty. I just don't like cottage cheese in general because it looks like cellulite and it just looks so gross. I never liked cottage cheese. I do like ricotta, and I do like a thin layer of cream cheese, but because it always makes me sick, I stay away from them. So, it happens. But yeah, I did try growing spicy peppers once. The only ones I was able to grow were jalapenos. But to be truthful, over the past 2 years, I've been so busy that I haven't had a chance to. I really want to do a garden this year. I know a lot of people that are into spice. My uncle actually is very into spicy foods. I kind of think that's where I get it from. We used to work together in the family business, and he's a self-proclaimed pepperhead. So I always liked spicy, and I've always liked pushing the envelope. To be truthful, I just wanted to see if I could grow the Trinidad's, and I failed. I don't think I could handle a pepper that hot, to be truthful. Habaneros, I'm good with. I've had ghost peppers mixed into things, but that's something like you kind of pace yourself with if you're into spicy foods. Like you have to know your limits. I'm not one of those crazy people that's just going to be like, ghost pepper, and then like regret every second afterwards. I want to enjoy the flavor of them, not just the spice. It's not about the, whole shock factor. Like I like the little bit of heat in the mouth, but I don't want to die either. So, yeah. Oh, they were? They're not, I mean, because everybody has a different level of spice, but I do really enjoy, I did like the flavor of the ghost pepper, but they are very, very hot. I wouldn't sit there and eat them like popcorn, you know what I mean? But it was fun. Where did I get those from? Somebody else grew them. But yeah, I really want to do a garden this year. I want to do an herb garden. Right now I have a living basil plant. I found a recipe on Facebook and it calls for fresh. I love fresh basil. It's so good. Oh my god. Like on margarita pizza or bruschetta. It's just so delicious. So I've been wanting to get other live herb plants. I just gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them. I mean, my basil's doing really good where it is. It gets just the right amount of sun. That thing drinks water like crazy though. Oh my god. I feel like I'm watering it almost every other day. But it's healthy and it's beautiful and it's tasty, so. I want to get a rosemary. I want to get an oregano and maybe a thyme. I wanted to get a cilantro plant, but I was told that they stink. So that's not something you would keep in the house. And that they're only good. Like cilantro like has a small harvest time, otherwise it gets bitter. I mean, cilantro has a very distinct taste, so I don't know. And Joe hates cilantro, but I do like it. So I wanted it for, like my own little, but I guess the little bit that I do use, it doesn't make sense, but I love the fresh stuff. We used to get in our, Okay, that's good to know. But my mom used to, and we have, like I said, a German import store and a smokehouse, and she used to get herbs and things like in tubes, and it was like fresher than obviously the dried stuff. I even seen like tomato paste that way, and ketchup I've seen in a tube. I've seen mayo, mustard in tubes and stuff like that. I think it's more of a European thing than in the States. I've seen like tomato paste in tubes here, but really that's kind of it, unless you look in some of these, I guess, specialty or international areas. Sometimes you'll find them. But she used to get the cilantro in the tubes there. I don't know why, because it's not something, at least in my experience, you see it a lot in German cuisine. But my mom carried, I think she just carried it because maybe somebody in the store wanted it. Because I do know that there was other ones that they had, like juniper berries and stuff like that, that they used. But the juniper was dried. But they had like a whole range of different spices in these tubes, and I think that's what my mom got. Yeah, I think you're right, Atticus. I think that's probably what it has to deal with. The woman who told me was from Venezuela, and oh my gosh, she gave me her guacamole recipe. Oh, I love that woman for it. I am like obsessed with avocados and guacamole, and her recipe for guacamole was like to die for. Amazing, and so she shared it with me, so that was awesome. But yeah, when we talked about like cilantro, it was always that I think I would like it in Phoenix. Everybody there is obsessed with avocados and guacamole. But they used a lot of cilantro when she was cooking. So, and like I said, Joe don't like that. So we would talk about wanting to grow it. We are definitely going to run out of battery. So we're going to cut it short soon, guys. Wanting to grow it, but she always told me that it would turn, like you have to harvest it within a certain time frame or it gets bitter. I could be wrong. I need to look into it more because I definitely wanted to get some nice fresh herbs because I love fresh herbs. Anyway, guys, I actually have the day off tomorrow because I had to work over the weekend. So we'll probably do a live feed tomorrow as well. I will just talk about things because I hated that this is going to die soon, and that really stinks. So, and we'll talk more about things. I want to talk more about my new position and stuff like that at work and my costumes. Like I said, I'm going to practice. Maybe I'll come on here after I do the makeup for Beetlejuice. What do you guys think? I'll get your opinions on it. See if we can improve. I kind of know what I'm going to do as far as like the hairline and stuff like that. My hair itself is extremely long, and Beetlejuice obviously didn't have very long hair. So I'm going to have to try to figure a way of, like, I think just sleeking it back. Sounds good? I think that'd be fun. I'll do the look and come on and get your guys' opinion on it. I'm very excited. I love Beetlejuice. I wanted to do Lydia. I actually have, like you guys have seen, I've hauled it. I have Lydia from like the cartoons costume here, but the theme at work is the villain. So Lydia's not a villain, but I've lived for Beetlejuice since I was a kid. Anyway, guys, because we are almost out of battery live, I'm going to have to cut it short. But thank you so much for watching. I really love doing these live feeds with you guys and getting to interact with you. It's always a lot of fun for me. And I get to learn about you guys, and you get to learn a little bit more about me, and I think it's a lot of fun. So I will be filming a live feed tomorrow, and we'll talk more. Maybe we'll do a lunch thing or something like that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!